Hello, hello, good morning. Hi, Florencia.
Hi, Felix. Good morning. And welcome to everyone who's watching to another set of our live build here in Edgar Allan. We'll be doing, continuing doing the homepage of Punchlist. For those who didn't watch the previous episodes,
Mhm.
we did the style guide and then we did a part of the upper part of the
Mhm.
website of the homepage, and now we will continue doing that
Yeah,
homepage. Also, here down here you can see our community, so you can sign up and you will receive emails from us just letting you know this sort of
yeah,
events we'll be doing on a weekly basis. So you can join then and you will receive
yeah.
our emails.
Yeah, so well, we need to say that we have announcement tomorrow. We also have another live stream, two in the week. We will have Kendra Rainey that is going to talk about content design. That's going to be like a real project, let's say, with Florencia. Florencia is going to be the client, and so yeah, I always learn. She's a master of content design, and I would recommend to show up here because you're going to learn a lot. And next week for the Spanish community, Webflow Cafe, we are going to start our live stream in Spanish eventually. So we'll have on Wednesday James Rodriguez. We are going to create like it's like a client dashboard using Webflow and Wisp. I think it's really interesting. So stay tuned for next week. And as you mentioned, Florence, we're going to continue with the homepage of Punchlist. There is no time to lose, so we're going to straight to the live build. Let me share here the screen. Let's do it. I get to put this one because you see better, I guess. Okay, let's say that any question that you guys have, any suggestions, something, please leave in the comments below. I think we have someone, Fiorella. Hi, Fiorella. How are you? So yeah, let's do it. We stay in the last episode. We finish up here in these four cards that we've been talking about, the margin offset that we use in with knockout. So let's continue with the next section, which is this one. I will do really fast, then I will adjust because I don't want to do one by one. It's gonna take a long time, but because I want to focus on the this one, there's a drop down and this is like a custom slider. So let's do that one. Actually, it's gonna be the 150. So let's add up here in the column proper. Let's see if I can. No, in this one I can't. So because there is a margin offset. So let's continue and then let's create another section actually. We are going to add the class section. As always I do, I add the tag section up here. Then let's continue adding the container. This is like actually a blank not style div. It's just a class is white and knockout. But then we add here the the margin. We said that between this one and this one is 150, which is one column and a half. That we, as a reminder, in the knockout we work with 14 columns. So every column has 100 pixels. So this will be 150 will be one and a half, which is L. So it's margin L. So we're going to say that we have already 100, which is one column up here. So we say that padding top is S, which is half of column to have this 150, no? And then we're going to add it. Let me see that this is gonna be this 100, this 100 as well, no? 120. Well, let's do it. Padding X medium, and then we add the bottom one. Okay, so let's add the first component. This is gonna be this title of this headline, which is 20 pixels. We're going to add up here. This is gonna be a headline wrapper. Up here, let's add a heading. It's gonna be H3. We're going to add up here, and if I don't remember, I think will be text L. No, text medium. I think. Yeah, text medium is 20 pixel, as we can see here. Then we're going to center this element, just add the class center. You don't remember, we have all global classes in Knockout, is how it works. So you can create your own or use the one that we have. If you don't know the classes, we have up here in the style guide, we have all the, let's say the classes, the setup, and then the classes for the columns, padding, margins, images, all the classes that we have in Knockout. No? Then between this one and this one is 40 pixels. Let's create, if we don't have it, margin. Let's do a margin bottom 40. We don't have this one, so we are going to create it. How we create it? Just add a new div, add this class, and add the style. No. So we are going to put 40, and then remember we need to change to viewport width in the 40. Let's say in the 1440 viewport breakpoint. Sorry. So will be 40 divided by 1440 by 100. So this is 2777. Okay. So we put in here 2777 viewport width. Then we have this one up here that we need to transform again to pixel. So it's 40 by 133, which is 5332. 5332 pixel. So we already have the class of margin bottom. Then, well, one thing that I want to mention is like you can use also the, you don't have to create all universal. You can create combo classes and that's it. But for us, I think it's more clean because this class, then I can use in any element. That's why I created global. But you can work with the combo classes as well in Knockout. Then let's continue adding. This is our 5. I think I will use for this one. Let's use grid because it's easier in this case. And then let's add this element. So we are going to create and say grid. No, actually, yeah, 5 columns. Yeah, let's do it like grid 5 columns, for example, even though it doesn't apply to this. So we say that there is a gap between 50 pixels. So we say here 50 pixels and 50 pixels. Let's add 5 columns. And here, as we have in pixels, one thing I didn't wrong. Always make sure that you are not in the not in the correct breakpoint in the main one. Let's do it again. So grid 5 column, for example. Then adding here, we said that it was 50 gap, 5 column. Okay, here we said that we have 50 pixels. Then we are going to transform again here to viewport width. So it's 50 by 1440 by 100. It's 3047.2. 3472. Copy, paste. So in this way, scale the grid. And 50, we are going to transform again to the pixel. So it's 50 by 1333. It's 665. Okay, 665 pixels. Okay. No, it's 665 pixels. Okay. So we already have this, the grid, and let's add the different logos. Let's say logo wrap, and we are going to add the image. Let's see which one is the first. OneDrive, which is OneDrive. Okay. Let's add all of them actually, and we change it. Then we have also Google Drive. Drive. Oh no, for instance, you have any question in regards to that, the build or something that I'm doing? Clubhouse. I think it's mute. There you go. Clubhouse, Asana, and Jira. Asana and Jira.
We have a message from Jose. He says he's not home, but he's trying to follow us on the phone. So thank you for
Of
that.
course. Thank you, Jose, for being here always. Yeah, any question that you have, Jose, in this live build, please let us know. This is one Dropbox GitHub, right? Okay, Dropbox, uh, yeah. We also have to say that we will have Pete from Punchlist that we're going to have an interview with him. They are going to tell us more about the company, what they do, the product itself. So this is going to be in 2 weeks that we're going to have the interview. Oh, we have here Tino from our team that is going to be also here. Hey, okay. No. They look familiar to me. Yeah, you look familiar, Tino, as well. Yeah, Tino is gonna be here next week. It's going to show us 3D and Webflow, which is gonna be a series with different live stream. That's gonna be really cool. So you guys want to join us? Just click here below in our community. If you are in the Webflow Cafe, you don't have to because we are going to share up there. So just to share it with the community. Let's see where the rest. Right. Okay. Let's do it. Right. Okay, and the last one, if I remember, Trello. Okay, Trello. Now we need to adjust the sizes actually because there are some smaller, some bigger. I will do for some of them because it's gonna take time. I will jump to the next section. Do you think it's I should stop in all of them, Francia,
Sounds
or
fair.
jump to? Okay. 182 for example. So let's say that we have logo one drive, for example. So we say this is 182. We transform here 182 by 1440 100. So this is 1263 63 and 182 82 by 1333. Okay, 242 6 242 242 6 pixels. Okay, let's continue with the rest. Google Drive, or for example, yeah, let's continue with the Google Drive, and then I jump to the next one. I will adjust off streaming and have everything ready for the next one. This is 196. So yeah, logo Google Drive, for example. No? 196, we said, no? 196, and then we are going to 60 by 400, 1361. Let me put it here inside. 1361 viewport width, and then 196 again by 1333. Okay, this is 261.26. Okay, perfect. So we have already, yeah, Francia?
Just a reminder that it looks like a lot of math, but it's always the same. The same,
Yeah.
right? The same.
Yeah, it's like
we're doing.
yeah, it's the same math all the time. So that's why I want to jump to the next one, because at the end of the day, it's like seeing me here making math is a little bit boring. No? So let's jump to the next section. We said that it's gonna be this content actually padding put on L was 150. Then let's do the next section. Next section is gonna be section. We have the tag. We have the container up here. We have it. This color is gonna be. Let's see which one it is. Actually, by the way, this we are going to add the class up here, background. I don't know exactly what it is. I think I'm going to jump to the style guide and see which one is the one that match with Figma. Let's see in the
We have a
style
comment
guide.
from Tino.
Yeah. Let's see. I wonder if you can skip the calculator step and do all the math in Webflow with inputs. Yeah, you can do it. I mean, you. I guess what you mean, Tino, is that you add all in here. No, let's say that I have 140 divided 40 by 100. Is what you mean, or I guess. I mean, you can do it. Yeah, in here in the Webflow, let's say that these inputs allow you to make math as well. So let's say that we have by 2, right? It's like you can make math in the inputs of the width or the mean width or the height or any input. Yeah, you can do it. This one I think is the color. Let me check it. Here is 2FT. 2FT. Yeah. So it's the background bonus 2. Perfect. Ooh. Here nothing. Okay. Background bonus 2. Let's jump into the project again. In this one, bonus 2. Perfect. So we have already. Then let's add padding medium, which is the one that we saw before. Yeah, exactly. This is it. Yeah, you can do it, Tim. Thank you for your comment. Let's see what's in here. So we have this element, which is a headline large L. So let's add wrapper here, headline wrapper. We are going to add headline here. Let me copy paste that. And we said that it was headline large L. Okay. And then the color, I would like to make all the changes of the text instead of the same element. I always like to do in the wrapper, but you can do in the element itself as well. So this is text primary, and we're going to center the element with the class center. Okay, perfect. Then this is 50 padding or margin, sorry. So we're going to do up here, which is 50 is half column, is margin bottom S, which is half. Then we are going to start with this, which is this is gonna be, Florencia, like drop down. Let's say that whenever you click, will show the content in all of them, but also sorry, but also it changed the image up here. So in this is the page, the actual page. You click, it changes the images. This is an entire image, all of them. So let's jump to this and see how we can do it. We are going to add a wrapper up here. No, sorry, not a wrapper, but a column wrapper. This is how we add the columns up here. And then if we check, these images have a gap up here, but this element takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, I got lost. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. We're going to actually 10 until the border of the drop down. So what we're going to do is like, let's add a column. We add the column up here. And then we add a 9 call. Okay, it's going to take 9 call. And then we are going to add another div that's going to take the rest of the parent with auto call column. So we say auto call and takes the rest, the of the parent. Okay, so up here, how we're going to approach that? Let's see. So these are 3 images. I already have the images added. So let's add actually, I will say drop down image, drop down, yeah, image wrapper, for example. Okay. And in here, we are going to add let's see, this is the first one. Okay, as you see, there is like a gap in the image on the right side. Let me how we can approach. Yeah, I think we do drop down image first. Okay, and then let's add the second and the third. Let's second. If you guys have any other suggestion on how to approach that, I would love to hear it. Second and the third, because what I'm going to do is like position absolute the images in this third. This set. Okay. Up here, we can actually use the position relative. And in this one, we are going to add position absolute. No, you know what? No. Well, let me see how. Oh, there you go. Okay, now we have all the images of here. We're going to set the first one relative and set index, c index 1 to make sure that it's on from. Okay, so we already have the images. Let's do the drop down up here. So this has 25, which is margin XS. Let's start with the cards. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Drop down. Instead of use global classes for, well, actually we can do all global classes. Yeah, let's do global classes so I show you how it's work. This is 25. This, well, let's say background whites. Then we have padding S. This is 20. Let's create one. 25. Okay. Have it here. So it says padding 25. Awesome. Then we are going to make the calculator 25 by 140 by 100 is 170. Okay, let's paste in all of the elements up here. Perfect. And then 25 by 1333 is 32. Okay. 32 pixels. Important that. Okay. Perfect. We already have the dots. Let's see. What is the border radius? 12. Okay, border radius. I don't know if one that we have. Oh, we already created one. Yeah, border radius 12. Now let's do this part. In this one, actually, yeah, let's do move this one. It's the wrapper. Let's add an. Oh, I don't know. Sorry. This is text wrapper. Any question out there about what I'm doing or how to approach that, or any question for instance you have?
I was remembering the last time we at the upper section we also had like an element that you brought from somewhere else. Are you gonna do the same thing? We had like an icon that you brought from a site.
Oh, you mean the one from this one from Phone Awesome?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, we are going to use, for example, for the footer. In the footer, there are different social icons that we can use it. So let's do this one, and then let's download this element up here. We're going to export it. Okay, let me open up here. Okay, we have there. Let me rectangle. Okay, perfect. So we have this element already. Let's add the. We are going to add a class for that actually. Let's do directly the image actually. This one up here, and then we're going to icon drop down. So let's see, what is the size? 1147. Okay, so 1147 up here. Then we're going to do the same. 1147 divided by 1440 by 100. This is 179.6 viewport width, and 47 by 1.53. Okay, perfect. This is 1528 pixel. Awesome. We already have this element. And then up here, we're going to add flex, a link center the element, and justify between actually. So, they separate. Cool. So we have this. Let me see, because this element has is bold actually. I think it's perfect, bold. Then let's add the content of here down. So let's add this element that we have. Let's add another wrapper. We are going to add overflow hidden to make it work after in the drop down to make the drop down work. And then let's add this content text text small, and let's let's add text straight here. It text S. Perfect. So what we have here is this element. This is 30. Let's add the other drop down. And this one is margin bottom 30. If we don't have it, again, we create it. We're going to do it in here. It's gonna be 30. Make it that fast because it's the same. So this is gonna be 283 width, and then we say 30 by 1.53. Okay, and this is 40 pixels. Perfect. So once we have that, let's copy because we're going to paste it. Perfect. We already added in here. We are already going to add in this one. Perfect. Then let me think about it. Oh, let me take the content from here. Let's copy the entire one. Perfect. This is one. Okay, and the last one. So remove them. There you go. Perfect. So, okay, we already have the content. We have the content of the dropdown. Up here, how I'm going to approach that is by creating how we make the animation in Knockout, which is creating animation for any part of the interaction, let's say. No? So we are going to do one interaction for the click, one interaction for the content, and one interaction for the icon. Okay. So let's click here, and then let's add animation and animation click, drop down, click. Then we are going to create another animation, animation icon, drop down icon, just in case we need to to have another icons. And the last one is gonna be the content, drop down content. Then in this one, we are going to apply the animation, the interaction, and then we are going to paste those classes to our cards. No? So let's say that we have this one first. This is gonna be a click event. We're going to add them here. We are going to say home, drop down, open, for example. In this one, okay, what I'm going to do is like the content from the beginning. Actually, let me get it. The content is going to take the size of 0, the height 0, and then this is how it's gonna be in the initial state, and then it's gonna take, whenever we click, the height is gonna be auto, so it's gonna open. Okay. And then this is the open, and let's do the close. So we're going to duplicate this one. Let's make the close. Okay. And it's going to be not initial, but the state is going to be, let's put 5.3. Oh, sorry. 0.3. They seem up here. It's going to be 0. Okay. Let me edit this one second. Let's put 5 smaller, shorter time, and easy. If we click, let's add to test it out. So this is gonna be the click, and this is gonna be the content. So it's gonna be the content. Sorry. Okay. We click up here. It's not working. Oh, got it. Yeah, because we need to apply to all the elements. Okay, otherwise doesn't work. Or not. Why is not applying that? Let me see. It should apply to all the clicks. It should apply that actually. I don't know. It dropped down click. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can. Siblings, no. Should be. Let me see if now it's working. Yeah, now. Okay. So why it's not working is because we need to do the same for the close. Yeah, it was the sibling as the children element. Okay. One thing I didn't do up here is like, let's add the cursor pointer. So because whenever you click here, you want to have a drop down. You don't want this pointer. You want the handy pointer. So we have a class for that. This is pointer, cursor pointer. So now we have this, and it's working. Okay, so let's apply to the rest of the one. Oh, one thing that we miss here is the icon. So let's add it. Sorry, this is gonna be the icon up here. So start from the opposite. So let's add the rotate. It's gonna be 90 degrees. Yeah, 180. Sorry, and it's going to rotate 0. It's gonna be easy. Let's do the same. Okay, this is gonna be children as well. Yeah, and in this one we're going to say that the icon stay and rotate again 180. Okay, save. Perfect. let me see that I make sure that they have, yeah, sorry. Now we apply this class to our icon, so which is this one, the class here, and we add the class little. Perfect. Okay. Now it's working. And this one is not working because we didn't apply. So now it's working. How? It's like there are different ways to approach the interactions in Webflow. You can use and add it to a class, to a combo class. We do it in this way because in this way we can use those animations for any other element in the page. Let's say that we have a fading animation that we can apply to any element in the website. So we create one, apply to this class, and we just need to add this class to any element. So it's how we approach that in Knockout, but it's not the only way to do it. It's like this other one. No? So let's add this to the rest of the cards. It's gonna be here. The content one. Oh, let's add to the another card as well. And then add the content. And we add in this one, no? Up here. It's important the overflow hidden, otherwise wouldn't work. You will see a little bit of content or a little bit of text. So it's important that you add the overflow hidden here. And the last one, I don't know if there is any question or you guys approach in a different way. I would love to hear about it. This is the content, the click we already added, we said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
you,
like
Florencia?
we always say, this is how we do it, but doesn't mean it's the only way to do it. That's the great thing about Webflow. It gives you so many options to so many approaches for different things. So if you have any comments on how will you do it, just drop it and I'll read it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So pointer, cursor, pointer. And it's today missing this one and in this one. Now we have that. Okay, second animation is the image up here, right? So let's click here. We said what we're going to do is like add another click. In this one, we are going to add it by applying to the element, actually, instead of making the classes up here. No, so let me remove this one. So we're going to do in the element. Then this is a click animation. This is gonna be home, drop down, image. Sorry, sometimes I say it in Spanish. Show. Okay, so what we're going to do here is like from the beginning. Let's see. We're going to play with the opacity. Actually, that's gonna be. Let's see. Yeah, let's play with the opacity. Well, we already set up the opacity 0 to this one. Let me make sure that we have already the opacity. No, we don't have. Okay, so I mean we can do it with the initial state as well, but let's do it in this way. So we said that in this one we have this element that the opacity is this. Okay, and in this one it's gonna be opacity 0. It's gonna be 0 here. I'm going to set up outside. Okay, so this is 0. Then duplicate it, and we're going to change the target to the third one. And we're going to put it here. It's also 0, and this one is gonna be up here, linear. Let's put 0.3. So now, whenever you click, it will show this one. Okay. In the other ones, let's do the second one. It's a click. Here, then let's duplicate this one, this interaction. And what we're going to do is, okay, let's change the target. this is gonna hide the first and the third, actually, which is okay here, and it's gonna show the second one, right? And then we are going to make the last one interaction, the last interaction. We start, we duplicate up here, we add it. Okay, perfect. Moving, and in this one, what we want is like hide the first and the second. I want to show the third. So we change target and we show the third. Okay. Now if we go, let's see if it's work. Now the first one, the second one, and the third one. You click in the different one.
Awesome.
So, oh no, 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 no. No, it's not working. Hold on. Oh, I got it. I think it's because of, yeah. Now, why is not working? Let me see. Something is wrong. Okay, in this one we hide whenever do we click, we hide the, yeah, this is the first one, hide the first one, second one. Okay. In the second one we add the first, so we hide the first one. Okay. Oh yeah, it should show the second one actually. This is interesting.
If you know the answer, please help us.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, you know what? You know what? It's okay, Francia. Was okay. You know what? I didn't change the images. That's the problem. Sorry.
It wasn't a bug.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's home. Let me make the changes. Yeah, it's like those details, like whenever I see the people streaming and you are not making the bill and you realize no, you're making something wrong. It's like those small details that make you freak out. It's like, what is going on? And it's like the image.
It was right in front of us.
I guess hopefully it's that. I mean, we'll find out now. Okay, this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, perfect. Now it's working the interaction. There is any question with this element up here that we have? Again, we have different approach. We can even create that. Sorry, like a tab, like a custom tab. There are some tools out there that you can use for create that, but I wanted to create through Webflow interaction, so it's more no code. No. Okay, so let's jump to the next one. Let's see, this 150, which is padding bottom large or L. Perfect. So let's continue with this. Let me see if yeah. Let's continue with the next section, which is gonna be a custom slider, and this is going to be container. Let me see up here. So how we approach that? Okay, this is. Let me see how much is that. 100. Okay. Let's copy this. This is headline large. Okay. So deep. Oh, let's padding medium. Select this always first. Then let's add a wrapper. And inside the wrapper, we are going to add a headline wrapper. Again, this is a class I always like to create. It's not in Knockout, but I always like to wrap the text, the elements inside of a parent element. It's gonna be hidden. Said that this one was it's line XL, and up here actually it's taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's say, and a half, like 5.5. So what we can do actually, instead of a wrapper, I'm going to do a column wrapper, and then add a column here. Okay, here, column. We said that was 5.5. What we're going to do is like 6 goal, and then up here we're going to add like a, even though now stack, but we add a padding right S, which is half column. So we have this 5.5 column, this element. No. Then let's add the other column element. That's going to be autocall, for example. And in here, we're going to add these two arrows that we'll see how it works, which is the slider arrows. Let's add a wrap. Wrapper. Let's add an image. Then add the arrows. We're going to have a different class for, actually, arrow slider. So we set the same size to them here. Let's see, what is the size? This is 72. Okay, so we set 72 up here. And we make the math. 72 divided by 1440 by 100, which is 5 people width. This one is, well, actually, we don't need to see where it is. 72 by 133, 95, 97. Okay, so we have already the arrows up here. Then let's add a different class, arrow left, and then this one, we'll see why later, arrow right. Okay, where's the spacing in between, which is 28. Let's create that. I mean, I always like to make pixel perfect website. There is people, okay, I will add like a margin right as it's Word as well, but I always like to make pixel perfect websites. Margin right 28. Let's add the class and create it, which is 28. Here it's gonna be 28 divided by 1440 by 100. Oh yeah, it does sometimes. 94 width. Okay, and then 28 by 133. Okay, it's 37, 32 pixels. Okay, perfect. So we have already the spacing in between, so we can get rid of this element. But what we want is like so flex justify right. There you go. But what we want up here, let me see where it's aligned in the bottom. So this is aligned bottom. There you go. No, it's not working. Oh yeah, because it's like 4, 8. There you go. Now, so what I do is just add a full 8 and some flex classes that, again, if you don't know how it's work, once you make one project, a couple of projects, you get used to. I mean, I remember me at the beginning trying to figure out where was the flex classes and create my own because I couldn't find it. But once you make, it's like goes so straightforward. You can check in here in flex and you see all the classes that we have. We have classes for desktop, and we also have classes for tablet and mobile. That we will make another live stream showing you how you can transform all these projects in responsive, like for tablet and mobile. So next
We have
element
a question from Zach.
Yeah, sure. So we have, sorry if you already covered this, but I have a Carousel question. What's the best practice in terms of accessibility in Carousel? Well, Zach, to be honest, I'm not that expert in accessibility. So I cannot, what I will use is like one tool that's can be has accessibility friendly, let's say. I think Slick Slider, which is the one that we are going to use. Slick Slider accessibility. I don't know the last carousel you will learn. I think, to be honest, I think this is accessible friendly. I will say, which one is the one that we are going to use, because for Webflow, I think pretty much is all the elements of the component that they have, they are accessible. But we are going to use a third party carousel, in this case, Slick Slider. So I think, as you can see here, there is a documentation that you can use. So what I will suggest you is like check what tool works better for you in terms of accessibility, like either Slick Slider, or there is another one is old Carousel. There are more, Split.js. There are different ones that you can check which one is better and fit all your requirements. But I would love to have a conversation, Florencia, about the accessibility, because I think it's really important nowadays, especially for big a website. That's for example, we've been talking with Pablo Gonzalez State from Modal that they need to apply all these things because they have a lot of traffic in their website. But I will say that a Slick Slider is has accessibility friendly. So if you have another stack, please share here in the comment. We would love to hear about it. Let's see, this was 100. Okay, let's continue with this. To the parent, margin, bottom, and medium. Okay, then up here, let's do carousel. I mean, we can do that with the Slick Slider dynamically, like create a collection. We're going to do a static, but it's the same. It's the same thing we're going to do. So let's do it static, and then we can, in another episode, we can create a dynamic Slick Slider. But I can show you guys now clonable that I made for dynamic collections, and make dynamic carousel. So let's continue with this carousel. So this is carousel card, let's say. And this carousel card, we are going to have, let me see if I can, no, let's do it. Let's do, well, all the classes, global classes, yeah. Padding, yes, because it's 50, as we said. With full width, actually. You will see now why. Then we have, this is box shadow. Let's see the box shadow. Let's add a class, actually. Box shadow carousel, for example. Let's see if we can match as much as possible. This is 432. I think it's the same one that we used before. Let me check it, because we created one for one car. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so we can use this one. So box shadow. Again, this you can create one class, carousel car, and apply all the style up there. I'm going to do with the global classes, but sometimes it's better to do just one class that adds a lot of classes. But let's do it in this way. But just to let you know that you can do it in the other way. Then this is border radius. Border radius. You're welcome, Zach. So this is border radius. We said, oh, where I apply the border radius? Sorry, I got lost. I don't know if I apply to an element or it's 12 now. Okay. Since we have already that, let's add this element, which is text L. Let's add text proper. Let's add text block, and here, you see, is correct. Yeah, right, 50. Okay, and this is text. Oh, sorry. Make sure that the car is correct. Yeah. Then we have 76 here. So let's create a new class. Margin button 76. 76. Then as always, we have 76 divided by 1440 by 100. And this is going to be 527. 5 okay, before width. And 76 by 1333. And then 108 30. Okay. Here says Jerry, I don't know if this is a question, but why are there a lot of combo classes? Jerry, they're not combo classes. They are global classes, let's say, or universal, whatever you want to call. They are global classes. It means that every class that we add in here, let's say, not this one, the carousel car is an empty one, but it's just for visual purposes here in the designer. But the padding S is a global class, full width is a global class. So it means that if I put full width after the box shadow, it's still like padding S, full shadow, and then full width, it's going to work because it's applied globally. And you can apply to any project. That's the core of Knockout, that we work with the global classes instead of combo classes. You can use combo classes as well, but the thing is, like, for example, we create a border radius that you apply for carousel car in a combo class. This border radius you cannot use in another element. So that's why we create those global classes. So this is how, like, a framework, you guys have been working with Bootstrap or something like that, another framework for HTML, CSS, is how they work as well. Then this is margin bottom. Then we are going to add in this text proper. Let's add this element. Let's actually export it because I don't have the class up here. Okay, now there. You're welcome, Jerry. So let's do this up here. Okay, then let's add a wrapper, for example. Whenever I add wrapper, what I mentioned before, wrapper is like doesn't have any style in this, but it's just for visual purposes. Up here on the navigator, instead of seeing, I don't know, flex or padding S or whatever it is, I like to, so it's more clean, even though later you add all the global classes. No. Then let me check this moment. One thing. Okay, there you go. Then we are going to add the image up here. So let's add the image. It's gonna be this one. Then let's check the size. It's 58, this image. So we can say image avatar, for example. 58, we say, no? So 58, we're going to do 58 by 40. 58 by 40 by 100. You're new here and you don't know why I'm making all this math. It's because Knockout allow you to have a scalable website. So all the elements and component scale depends of the screen that the user have until there is a max width of 1920, which doesn't continue growing. No, so that's why I do this math. That you have also, I don't know if there is anybody new here. We have all the documentation in Knockout, made with knockout.com, that you can check all how it's our framework. Let's continue with this. This is Pixels.
Which is also in Spanish.
No, sorry. It's also in Spanish. Yeah, we need to say that. Or with. And then 58 28 by 33. 7314 pixels. Okay, so we have this element already done. Then this is 16, and we have, let's actually do first the element, and then let's add another wrapper. You can call as you want, actually. The text wrapper, and inside we're going to add a text block, sorry. And in this one, let's see, it's Open Sans 16. This is bold as well. So I guess this is text small, correct? And then we say here the class bold. Right, okay. And then there is this one that is 14, which is, I don't know if we have this size actually. Let me check if we have it though. But otherwise we can create one. We have text XS. No, we don't have this one. So let's create this. I think it's a good example. This is gonna be text, even though it's smaller than no, it's 14. No, it's bigger than the XS. Let's do it text XXS. We say that this is 14. Okay. Then what we create here, we go to custom code, because what we're going to do is create a new text style. Okay. So in this one, we go to large viewport type. We already have in the first, I think in the first second live stream, we have already explained that, but you know, we can create a new one. So let's do this. Actually, we don't have the XX and this 14. Okay, we add in here. I'm going to do it faster because since we already have a live stream that explained that. So this one up here, and in this one, yes, perfect. So we already have created this. It should work now. Yeah, perfect. We have this element, and it's gonna be next to each other, 16 pixels. So in this, we are going to add flex. Okay, I could align center actually. Center, correct. And then in this one, it's gonna be margin right. There is 15, but there is no 16. So let's create that. Yeah, this is what was one question that Jose in the last streaming he had. Like he thought that he only could use all the margins and padding that Knockouts provide, but no, you can create your own as well. It's like any other style system or framework. So that's, we have already set up some classes for padding, spacing in general, padding margins, but you can create your own to fit your design. No? 16 by 40, 40 by 100. This is gonna be 101 viewport width. 16 by 133. Perfect. So we already have this one. Okay. Nice. So we already have this element done, one card, let's say, no? So now what we're going to do is like, let's copy this element. Let's add, actually, we can add, let me do a flex. Because, hold on. Oh, got it. Because we already used this class for something. Carousel, slick, for example. Huh? So now we don't have to apply the flex here. We're not going to add any spacing. As we can see here, there's a space in between. So I have let's see. I have a clonable here so that you guys can use. Let's open in Webflow. We can leave in the link below in the description below. But this essentially, you can copy paste this in your project and use it. This is our collection, but you can use also for static as we are doing right now. No. So in this case, what we want is this. Sorry, this carousel. We are going to get the CSS up here. Also, let's do it actually. Let's add it in here. And let's add this one. This is CSS that's a Slick Slider required. And this is the JavaScript, okay? So we need to copy first the script of Slick Slider. And the second is gonna be at the script, which is the second one in this case. So we copy this until close. And here we need to open a script tag. Close script tag. And we copy here. Okay. So what I do is like you set up the Slick Slider up here. It says you want dots or yes or not. In this case, we don't want the speed of the carousel, which is 1,000 millisecond, 1 second. Infinity through is means that you can pass all the carousel is infinitive. Slice to show in this case we want 3. This is going to be 3, but you can put 2 or 4, depending also the viewport. We are going to see that now. A slide is to scroll is like whenever you click the arrow, how many scroll. You can do 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, whatever. Arrows false because we are going to create our arrows. Otherwise, if you add here through, they will add like their own arrows. Then autoplay is like, yes, autoplay. You don't need to click anything. I'm going to add false up here. And the autoplay speed, no? And then responsive, the same, the breakpoint 1991, the tablet one that we have in Webflow. A slide to show how many we want to show in the tablet. We want 2, and in the phone we want only 1. Okay, and this is the code for the arrows, like to select the arrows. So what we're going to do here, instead of the collection list, we are going to get the parent. Up here, the parent is Carousel Slick. It's the parent of all the elements, no, all the cards that we're going to have in the carousel. So we go here. We are going to change this class. We change for the Carousel Slick. I don't know if there is any question or someone has a question regards the carousel, but please let us know. This Slick Slider, Carousel Slick. Okay. Then we are going to, let me check circumferencia, because I have up here, let me a second, can I show this? Because I have a class, yeah. Let me do it now. There you go. And because I need to add an extra CSS for the spacing, since like, okay, we have a spacing of 21 up here. Okay, so what we're going to do is like saying in the CSS, we are going to add an spacing, no? So which is this. Let me show you. Let me add on all of this style inside of this style. I'm going to add this one, okay, which means that to center the Slick Slide, because what I can do is like add a padding here, right? A padding right of 21, and that's it. But then it's not gonna be center. There's gonna be always a gap of 21 pixels on the right? So the thing is like, what we do is like, okay, in the Slick Slide, let's say in every card, add a padding right and left of 20 of 21. No, actually, let's add 10 and a half. No, yeah, 10 and a half. And this one, 10 and a half. It means that we are going to have on the right and on the padding margin right and margin left 10 and a half, which will sum the 21. And then we have a slick in the slick list, which is the parent. We're going to have like a margin offset. So you're going to take back 10 pixels on every side. I don't know if it makes sense. So it's stay in the center, the carousel. So I'm going to show you now. You'll see now. So let's actually save it and see if it's work. Otherwise, we need to figure out what we can do. So yeah, so this is a third-party tool that you can see up here. Actually, you add Slick Slider, you will see all the documentation in the first page. You will see all the documentation, all the different the different features that they have or configurations, so you can apply to your Webflow project. Okay, so this is already published, I guess. We go down here. We are going to have that. Okay, so we already
We could
have.
say that one question. I have one
Yeah,
question.
of course.
We could say that adding the code snippets are way better than other sites that use plugins, right?
Yeah, it's like the code snippet are plugins actually. Pretty much a plugin. There are some tools like the FinSuite attributes or refocus tools that they are more like
Mhm.
no code friendly. That is just one script, change some attributes, but you can take
Okay.
or use like those tools as well, because Slick Slider at the end of the day is it's like a tool. It's like a script that you add in your website. Not that's no code friendly, but it's not difficult to configure and do it. So that's what I was
Cool.
explaining. Up here we have the carousel, and as you can see, we'll see that in every Slick slide, which is the class that we add in here. Let me show you so you're going to understand better. In every Slick slide, we said that we have a margin left and right of 10, 10 and 5, no? 10 or 5, which is what is applied up here. Otherwise, we'll be next to each other and there will be a gap. If I add up here a margin right, it's not going to have fit perfect. So what I do is like, okay, in the Slick slide, we add this 10 and 5. And in the parent, which is the Slick list, I think it's the Slick list. Let me see, or Slick track. Let me check which one it is. Slick list, yeah. And Slick list. Here it should be, yeah, the margin. It was there, no? Yeah. Here there's a margin offset, taking the margin out of the element instead of in. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's clear what I say, Florence. Do you understand?
I think so. Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so now we have already the carousel. Let's make the arrows work. So what we're going to do for that is like, okay, we have a class arrow left and a class arrow right. Okay, so let's go to the home page again, up here. Down here, there is like a code, small click event. This is a click event that says it was prepared for the other option. In this case, we just need to get the element, the parent. Actually, yeah. So we take the parent class. Let's say in the carousel Slick. We change it for this one, and then in this we say arrow left. Arrow left. And then in this one, it's gonna be arrow right. Up here it's gonna be remove this. We check this one. There you go. I mean, there are a lot of clonables out there for Carousel in Webflow using different tools. I always like the Slick Slider. I don't know. For me, it's the more approachable, the CS one for me. I don't know. I like it. And it's light. It's not that heavy. There you go. Here we go. Now it's working. One thing that I'm going to do, as I did with the other button, is like the cursor pointer that we didn't add. Cursor pointer. So now we have the Slick Slider working. Yeah. So this is how you add a carousel on Webflow. Okay, that will make it responsive as well. So what else? What else? So we have this element. We are already past the hour. Florence, should I continue or should I stop up here? What do you think?
What's the next?
I just going to do this, and
next-
then well, the I think the footer will need another. Yeah, it will take at least 20-30 minutes. So we're going to pass the hour. I think we can stop up here because at the end of the day, the main thing was the drop down, this element, this component, and the Slick Slider. That was the most, let's say, difficult. No? So I think we can stop here and then continue next week. I will finish with this footer. We can do it together. Actually, we can do it in the next episode, the footer, and continue building the rest of the pages as well. So
sounds great.
Yeah. So I think, well, thank you everybody here for your questions to show up. I think there is a question here. Yeah, Fiorella, yeah, it's really very friendly. So I recommend to use this one. Thank you so much everybody for show up here today with us, and we're looking forward to see you in the next episode. Tomorrow we'll have, as we said, Kendra Rainey that is going to talk about content design. What she and Florencia are going to be are going to do like a real, no? It's like a real project, no?
Yeah,
Florencia?
we're gonna do a sort of real fake project based on spoiler alert, Boca Juniors, which is my football team here in Argentina. So those who like football or soccer, please join us also tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. From the people from Webflow Cafe as well, as we mentioned at the beginning, but we're going to start next not Friday, Wednesday as always.
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. We're going to
In
create
Spanish?
in Spanish with the client dashboard that we're going to use Webflow and Whisk. I think it's gonna be really cool. So we all learn more Whisk. It's James, part of the community. He's part of the community. Is gonna be show us how to make it. So, well, thank you everybody, and yeah, looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys. Bye, Florencia.
Okay, see you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye
See you
bye.
tomorrow. Yeah.